Trevor, you've been on the podcast before, and people should know who you are. But if they don't, do you mind reintroducing yourself to the listeners?
I will do my very best. Listeners, my name is Trevor Spires. I am a solutions architect, or really to tell you specifically what I think that means is I am a pre-sales resource, engineer, architect, whatever. And that's what I've been doing with my career for like the last 5 years or so. I bounced around a few different companies. I was at VMware for a little stint, just left AWS and started a new gig kind of as the first pre-sales engineer at a startup. So I love all things pre-sales. This is what I've done for the last 5 years, what I hope I'm doing for the next 20. You can also catch me on like the internet saying silly things on LinkedIn and YouTube every now and then. And what I'm about is mostly just like trying to help people. Like if there's something that I know that I can like share with the world that helps somebody in their career or at work, like I just try to share things like that as much as I can. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, that's me.
All right. So why did you choose the term resource?
Resource. Huh. That's like a question my therapist would ask, you know? Because like I told my therapist, like when I described going to work, I told her like it feels like I'm going to war. And she's like, why would you say that? Like that seems like a really negative thing. A resource. You know, I don't know why I chose that word. I feel like that's like my job is to be a resource to customers, right? And the company that I work for. And so that's why I maybe use that terminology. What I don't want it to feel like is that I think like I'm just a resource for like my sales reps, because that's not the case. I partner with my sales reps.
Well, even so, honestly, when you said resource, I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I like that term.
You don't like it? What would you call it then?
Well, if I'm thinking about it from a consultant, I'd rather be a like pre-sales consultant than a resource. A resource to me sounds like Wikipedia, right? You can just go on a resource or an encyclopedia or whatever, just search for stuff, or ChatGPT, I guess now, right? And you have a video about that, about learning AWS with ChatGPT, which I need to watch.
That's right.
So check out Trevor's YouTube channel. No, for me, like when I think of, I don't want to be a resource. A resource seems so passive in my view. I want to be more active, and I just created a video. It'll be out. I guess it's already out, and it's all about being proactive as a sales engineer than reactive. So I don't know.
Yeah,
and people can view it.
Well, you know, people can view it different ways. I mean, like I view that as like I think my leadership style and my style in general is like a kind of servant leadership style of like I just like, but I think that can be proactive too. Like it doesn't always mean you're reactive, right? Like I proactively create resources that I think will help people.
Yeah.
And that's certainly not me waiting around for something to happen. But yeah, I love that you called that out though, because I think the use of words is really